welcome back. This is Built Mike's Way, and I'm Mike. I'm super excited about today's video. Got some things to introduce to you. You know if you see it over there. I do have the gas tank for the single cab SS all-wheel drive clone, and we got a Hellcat fuel pump. The reason why I went this route is we can run about 900 off of this fuel pump, one fuel pump, versus upgrading to dual fuel pumps and AN fittings, having to run all those, buy all the adapters. It's about $1,000, maybe even a little more by the time you get the electrical done right, on a good relay and everything. So I went this route. This is gonna support us up to about 900 and maybe even a squeak past there. I don't know, I might build a cage and just run 2 of these in this damn thing. So anyway, stick around and we're gonna talk about our new power adder and other things to come in this video. Let's get to it. Oh. Oh, so much better. It's a little cold, it's been sitting outside.
Bigger is better.
Make sure you clean that up with a wire brush before you put it back on. Really hoping this isn't rusty and full of water, but it does smell like gas, so we are in good shape. Here we go. That's pretty much that looks okay. Nothing's too rusty. I might leave that up for that. Put this back in. Definitely look like we got some water in the bottom, which we're gonna drain that anyways. So let me get this gas tank out of the way and we will continue on. Look how nasty the inside of that is. Alright, after a little bit of time with the Dremel, and I also put 2 bolts on this, so when you put the screen or filter on it, it doesn't set all the way down on the tank, because that's what these do, and that's not the type of pump that the Wallbros are. These need to have a little room so they don't suck the bottom and actually completely cut off flow. So it's really important that you do something like this, or maybe you just have this held up with the springs or something, but it's probably going to make your gauge read off a little bit if you do hold it up too far. So I just put 2 screws in the bottom. I even just tapped the plastic, put a couple of jam nuts. These are stainless, so no matter what, they're not going to hurt anything in there. But the big thing of it is you have to get this pump to set all the way down. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to get your filter onto the pump. So it took a little while, and you just got to be patient, but I'm going to show you. It takes a little bit of carving, and it doesn't really look like much when you get done. I'm trying to show you. But it's got to stick out quite a bit so you can get that screen all the way on here. So you'll see when I press mine on, it's going to set like that. And these bolts are going to stand up. So they're going to hold, they're going to hold the filter off the bottom. This does have an anti-collapse plastic inside of it, but I'm just gonna give it all the help I can. I want this fuel pump to really last me on the power. So I hope that really helps. Make sure when you die grind this out or carve it out, hole saw it out or whatever, you kind of have to leave a ledge This ledge right here, you have to leave this ledge for your fuel pump to set on. But other than that, you kind of have to carve out the center until you get it to set all the way down. I hope that helps. Just remember to leave that ledge for it to set on, carve out the other area so you can get your screen all the way on. I hope this really works and shows what you guys need to do. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and commit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the screen on. Once you push the screen on there, it's like a little lock, metal lock. Once you push it onto that tab, you have to ruin it to get it off. So keep that in mind. Okay, I think we're on there nice and solid. So I want to show you why this makes such a difference. When this pump sets down, you guys can see the space under there. It's really important that this filter has space because these suck a lot of fuel. If we wouldn't have done that, it would have set like this. So, I mean, big difference. It's going to give it some room to breathe. I want this thing to use as much of this fuel pump as possible. I'm gonna see how much power this thing can actually do. It's just like putting a regular fuel pump back in, but if you do this on the 99 tanks, you're gonna have to get a way to secure the fuel pump in there. So figure out how to do that. I got some stainless clamps I'm probably gonna use. Whatever is your choice, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of tie mine in there really well with let me show you. I'm gonna run one of these through there. These are stainless exhaust ties for heat shield, but I'm gonna run one through there and pull it up really nice and tight, and that should secure it nice and good. We'll get back. Actually, I don't think I'm going to show you guys any more of it, other than you just got to make these wires longer. Do not run this to the hoop. This takes too much power. You need to drill some holes in the top. Once you do that, silicone them up. Make sure you use something that's gas free. I might epoxy mine, I'm not sure. I'm just going to put 2 small holes, pop 2 of these wires out, 1 connector in the gas tank. I'm not going to do a bunch of splitters or nothing. And we'll rewire this with a bigger, larger relay as well. To still run to the ignition, completely act like normal. These things work really well, but they are not cheap, so don't ruin them. Hey guys, here we go. Our little stainless band is just barely going to slip inside. I'm going to be real careful not to hook the rubber when we go to put this in. We got some nice spacing underneath so it won't collapse our filter. This thing is really nice and snug in there now. So yeah, we're just going to get our hose and then we are going to go back together with it. Unfortunately, I got the wrong hose, so I'm going to kind of skip some of this. Most of you guys that are watching the channel do a lot more than fuel pumps. So I'm gonna set that down and leave it at that. That's pretty much what it looks like. It looks just like it came out. You just gotta make sure you get your filter separated, or your filter on there, and make sure it's not gonna be choked down. Alrighty, let's talk about the engine. I knew I was gonna build something that was gonna make some power, and I knew I was gonna put a power adder on it. So I was just kind of looking for engines. I was gonna do a really budget build. Stock engine, stock manifold. I was gonna wait for the plastic one on the bus, but I got such a good deal on this forged short block. Basically, there was one receipt for $4,700 just for the rebuilt forged short block, and I paid $4,000 for the whole thing. So I got a wiring harness that's cut down. I got an ECM that's unlocked. I got the Sniper intake, big throttle body, all CNC'd. I do have injectors. I haven't quite figured out what they are yet. Man, I can't even see the numbers on them now. The numbers are real faint. 01G018B 8274. If you guys can help me out and tell me what size those injectors are or what they go to, yeah, that'd be a big help. So, got a forge bottom end, brand new water pump. The heads have been surfaced. They are just stock heads. They're 862s. From what I can tell, both heads are matching 862s. I do have ceramic coated Patriot headers. I didn't see one is turned upside down, hence the what that may become. I don't know. Should I turbo? Should I supercharge? But another thing I also picked up, 4L80E. All right. I know. Everybody's like, why are you gonna run a 4L80? You don't need it. You can build a 460. 460. You're absolutely right. You can build a 460 to hold 1,000 horsepower. The problem is, it's good for a two-wheel drive car. This is an all-wheel drive truck, and it's gonna get put to the test. The 60s just don't stand a chance. This is gonna be a heavy truck. I bet you this thing weighs 5,000 pounds, 5,500. That's what my Lightning weighs. I don't think this thing is gonna be any less. If I put a 4.6 in it, I will smoke it. I'll go through torque converters. I'm not gonna do it. So, but what is cool, this is where the SS is. That 6 liter is getting ready to come out. As soon as we do that, I'll drop that front end out of there. Start making this a roller again. We're gonna get the chassis brought inside here pretty soon. Might spray it down one more time, put rust kill on it, and then we're gonna bring it inside, put a fresh new coat of paint on it, just something to keep it from rusting while we do the build. Might get powder coated later, I'm not quite sure, but we got to get this truck taken apart, get this out of here. I got some fun things to do on this next that are going to be kind of free. Some suspension mods that you can do to any truck. It's not going to be exactly the same, but coming soon. Hope you guys stick around. This is Built Mike's Way, and I hope you guys are enjoying the new videos and the new SS build, because this one's going to be a rowdy one. Stick around. I put 2 holes right here.